Well, our tournament scene tonight is in Attica for the Seneca East Tigers. We're ready to roar into postseason play as representatives of the Northern 10 Athletic Conference versus an opponent from the Mid-Buckeye Conference, the Flames of Mansfield Christian. The Tigers of Seneca East enter with the superior record, 16 wins, but are ready to shake off the sting of the regular season finale loss to N10 champion Colonel Crawford. The Mansfield Christian Flames, with 12 wins, are aiming to carry some momentum from their final regular season victory over Bucyrus. It's a Division VI sectional final in varsity boys basketball coming your way next, live and free on a Friday night.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
At Mansfield Christian School, we believe that every child's journey matters. From their very first days of discovery to defining their future with purpose. Our daycare program offers loving, Christ-centered care for children ages 18 to 36 months, nurturing confidence, curiosity, and kindness as they grow. Connected to licensed educators and with access to MCS resources, this is the only truly private daycare in Richland County, designed for families that are aligned with our mission. For families seeking flexibility and partnership in education, our independent studies program blends home-based learning with academic support from experienced mentors, fully enrolled students, fully supported. And our Career Academy program opens doors for juniors and seniors to explore real-world careers through internships, mentorships, and vocational guidance grounded in faith and calling. We also believe Christian education should be accessible. Using the Ed Choice Scholarship Program, qualifying families can receive significant tuition support, making a private faith-based education more affordable by potentially covering tuition through graduation. At Mansfield Christian School, we're more than a school. We're a community that equips students to learn, lead, and live boldly for Christ. Visit us today and begin your family's journey.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere, on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
All right, it's time for our pregame show brought to you by Koorsen Fire and Security. The Mansfield Christian Flames visiting the Seneca East Tigers in Attica. Alongside Abram Capel, I'm Kirk Richards, and fans showing up. Should be a lot of fun. And as so many people say with this one, it looks like it's a pretty evenly matched event here.
Well, that's what we were kind of just talking about off air, not off hair, that it could go either way. And honestly, too, another thing, Kirk, like when it comes to postseason and it comes to tournament time, you could just throw the records out the door because anything goes. Emotions are amplified, kind of, teams kind of play above a level that maybe they did during the regular season. So I'm excited to watch, and help kick off this postseason on the boys' side of things tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch too. All right, well, let's get into it. First for the visiting team, the Mansfield Christian Flames, led by Kerry Craner in his 6th season as head coach of this program. The team is 12-10 overall, finished second in the Mid-Buckeye Conference behind Kidron Central Christian. Mansfield Christian has been working through a roller coaster of a season after the graduation of 4 seniors, including the top 3 scorers, and Davion Mack, Evan Hager, and Taylor Hahn. The 3 veteran seniors for this year's team, Landon Cyphers, Blaine Morrow, and Josiah Schleusener, have all significantly boosted their production to propel the Flames to a winning record. They hope to keep the season going beyond tonight.
No, absolutely. And, I was just kind of on Max Preps earlier this afternoon and kind of, obviously this is a team that, both squads are unfamiliar with one another, but there was some common opponents on the regular season schedule. And one that kind of stuck out to me was both teams bested Bucyrus by 21 points. So, we were just talking about maybe the competitive nature of this game and how it could go either way. So, as you dive in a little bit deeper in the common opponents, it truly could go either way if you kind of get into the weeds and look at that stuff.
All right, so we're going to look at our player spotlight, and it is indeed Josiah Schleusener. My goodness, he has definitely picked things up this season, and he's an important player. 12.7 points per game, 9 rebounds per contest, 2.5 steals per game as well. And, he's been embracing it and having a good time out there. So, we expect Schleusener is going to bring everything that he has to keep his career going. We see him warming up right there. Oh, yeah. And he certainly would like to get an opening and perhaps send it down if there is an opportunity tonight. Get some of the visitors pumped up. As for the home team, we are going to look at the Seneca East Tigers, led by Anthony Langhurst in his 5th season as head coach of this program. Tigers are 16-6 overall. They finished 3rd in the Northern 10 Athletic Conference behind second place Cary and champion Colonel Crawford. And the Tigers' most recent game was here at home versus Colonel Crawford, and the Tigers want to shake off the sting of that 13-point loss to the Eagles and enter tournament play with confidence after getting a first-round bye.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too. If you look, at the last game against Colonel Crawford, Seneca East is just down 1 going into the 4th quarter. Crawford, one of the favorites in D6 to at least make it to the Final Four, could have a shot at a title. So, despite the loss, by 13, that's something that you can really hang your hat on, to be able to play with a team like Colonel Crawford through 3 quarters. So, I would look for them to kind of build off that momentum, despite it being a loss in the win-loss column with the result of that game.
No doubt about it, and certainly for player spotlight, you're going to look at Luke Mason, one of the best to ever don a Seneca East uniform. You see the numbers, 17.5 points per game, just under that, just under 7 assists per game, and 3 steals per contest for Luke Mason. So we'll be talking a lot more about Luke as the night goes along, but we're going to get ready here for our national anthem. Right, there it is, Nora Kelly with the singing of our national anthem tonight here at Seneca East. The Tigers ready to host the Flames of Mansfield Christian. I'm Kirk Richards along with Abram Capel. This is going to be a fun matchup for sure. And while we have an opportunity, we want to look at our keys to victory. First for Mansfield Christian, the visitors, looking at box out for boards and lock in on Luke. We talked about Luke Mason, our spotlight player. He is so strong, and you definitely have to be ready for him. So as we see the Flames are certainly getting ready, as we see Coach Koorsen right there. So it'll be interesting to see how they decide to attack it tonight. As far as the Seneca East Tigers, their keys to victory, we're going to go with maintain attack mode and also feed off of crowd energy. That is going to be really important, and the crowd is here and ready to support the Tigers. So that is what we're always looking out for to see. So yes, indeed.
Well, Kirk, one of the things that you mentioned, how the tournament format has changed over the last couple of years to where the higher seed hosts the first round. I think, kind of you had just touched on it, and you kind of look at the crowd disparity, and if the camera will show that, there's definitely more people here from Seneca East on their home court. So I think it's important for them to come out, like you said, in attack mode right away, right away and land that first punch, get the crowd involved, and maybe take advantage of the ability to play on their home floor in this opening game.
Yeah, that's exactly what we'll be looking for. And, yeah, it's always fun to be here in Attica. The support for the home team is always tremendous. Well, we'll get you the starting lineups for this game. First for Mansfield Christian, they start the 5'11" freshman guard Teo Butler, 6'1" senior guard Hudson Stiegel, 6'4" senior forward Landon Cyphers, 6'2" senior guard Josiah Schleusener, and 6' senior guard Blaine Morrow. As for the home Seneca East Tigers, they are starting 5'9" senior guard Luke Mason, 6'3" senior forward Brady Bloom, 6'3" junior forward Logan Collins, 6'2" freshman Jaron Depanet, and 6'4" junior forward Landon Hicks.
Yeah, what's interesting about that in the starting lineups, both teams very senior heavy with one freshman each in the starting lineup. So, for both of those freshmen, their first tournament appearance tonight. I remember my first tournament game as a coach and as a player, and as a freshman, it is a bigger stage. It is drastically different than a regular season game, and I know, both of those two obviously starting as a freshman year. Be curious to see how they kind of handle those nerves to tip off postseason play.
There are definitely nerves for sure. Nerves for the freshmen, nerves for the seniors too, because they know the consequences of their high school careers when they get into tournament play. And Luke Mason, yeah, what a career he has had for Seneca East, and he's one of those players who knows how to put on a show.
No, absolutely. I've only seen him play in his younger years. So I've seen him play freshman, sophomore, junior year. I haven't seen him play yet this year. But, you were kind of going over the spotlight and just his stats. You're at almost 18 a game with 7 assists. He can board it a little bit too. He can definitely do it all. His older brother, Isaac was definitely the same way, and they've kind of been the catalyst of, Seneca East in their program the last, let's call it 6-7 years. So excited to see him play. Obviously, win or lose, this is the last time he's going to be able to play on this floor. So, looking forward to seeing his output today.
That's exactly right. So, yeah, he wants to show up here in front of these home fans one last time. And, yeah, like you noted, his brother Isaac, yeah, he's the all-time leading scorer for this program. And Luke is number 2. So, now as far as Luke actually catching Isaac, well, that would be difficult because I think he's 2:17 behind. So if they play the distance, if they go to the state final, which would be 7 maximum games, including tonight, he would need to average 31 points. So Isaac probably safe on that. Also, when you consider that Luke isn't really going for that. He scores in the flow of the game. He leads in assists, so he's probably not even going to try for anything like that. So
yeah, I'm sure that's not even on his radar.
Exactly.
What's on his radar is just win one game at a time and try to get themselves to a district tournament and have the ability to cut down a couple nets. So, and here's the thing, though, as we're talking about it, Isaac's probably got 5 inches on Luke. So,
there's that too, yeah, right.
So for him to be able to put up the numbers he has, that in my opinion, a generous 5'9" is crazy impressive. So,
well, we are underway, and here he is with the ball, Luke Mason, and he is speedy. He gets it to the right side. Bloom for 3. That one may have been deflected, but underneath, the reversal goes for Hicks. 2-0 Seneca East. Now we'll see if the Flames can answer here, and they will certainly try. Cyphers, that pass a bit long. So right back to the Tigers. So yeah, some of those nerves may already be in full effect. Down low, working it to Bloom. Outside to Mason. And the ball gets away from him, and it does wind up with Cyphers. So here we go with Teo Butler, the youngster. Over to Morrow, the veteran.
Yeah, two different looks here. Obviously, Seneca East showing a zone and forces their second turnover in 2 possessions.
Wow.
Mansfield Christian on the back end is playing a man-to-man with looks like they're shading pretty heavily to Mason.
Mason, there he goes, nails the 3, 5-0 Tigers.
Yeah, really impressive there in transition. Pretty deep. Came to a dead stop to pull the trigger there.
Morrow unable to complete that 3, and it is back with Seneca East. Oh, there's contact, and we get the whistle. Instead of looking at the foul, take a look at the 3 from Luke.
Yeah, listen, really impressive shot there to be able to go kind of at a full speed, stop on a dime, and be able to pull up like that. And then obviously works his way back to the free throw line. He's clearly in attack mode, looking to get downhill and put a lot of pressure on the defense for Mansfield Christian.
Our Central Star home health free throw zone. Second free throw is good as well. 7-0 in favor of Seneca East here early. But they know it's a long game, so they're not going to be celebrating anytime soon. Got to keep working. Josiah, that one rejected down low, but the deuce does go inside for Stiegels. Hudson Stiegel gets on the board for the Flames. And a deep 3, Mason! No, not this time. Depanan unable to hold on to the rebound, but Blue winds up with it for Seneca East up to Hicks. And back to Luke. And he looks over at his head coach, Anthony Langhurst. Just this week named N10 Coach of the Year for the job that he has done this season with this team. Inside Depanet and a foul from behind.
An interesting matchup here. Mansfield Christian has gone with the freshman, Teo Butler, assigned with the task of Luke Mason, which is, obviously shows the confidence that Mansfield Christian's coach has in his freshmen to be able to guard, a contender for N10 Player of the Year. The easy inbound there.
Yeah, and Hicks able to score it, so 4 early points for Landon Hicks. The Seneca East has a 9-2 lead. Butler with it. Then right side, back up high to Cyphers. Working around the perimeter, Morrow. That one's too strong, but there's Butler inside, and he gets the call.
Yeah, here's the thing. Seneca East is in a, distorted 1-3-1, and maybe for a possession there they showed 2-3. Mansfield Christian got to be really strong with some pass fakes, looking to skip diagonal, but you've seen now, and I got him for 2 offensive rebounds already. As you play zone, it is difficult to box out, and you are subject to giving up offensive rebounds, which, maybe it's a point of emphasis for Mansfield Christian to crash the offensive glass here.
Yeah, definitely. That's certainly what they've got to do, and yeah, they are jumping on it. So a pair made by Butler. Flames within 5 in the first quarter. Mason at the controls. Floats it up toward Hicks. Matchup was good for Morrow.
Oh, wow.
And a 3. That one rolls off. And a rebound underneath for Schleusener. And a pull up on the left side. That one doesn't go for Steger, and a rebound and a foul.
Here's the thing I'd like to see Mansfield Christian do is, against this zone, those 3s in the corner are going to kind of be there all night. I feel like they're a little anxious right now on offense of, one pass and shooting a 3. I would like to see a couple reversals, across the midline to see if they can get the defense to kind of shift or maybe force a bad rotation to get a couple easy ones. Fortunately, as I just mentioned, offensive rebounds are kind of working in their favor as they've already got 3 now.
Yeah, that is putting in the work here early for sure. The second free throw does not go. Ball out of bounds. Yeah, all those effort plays, they wind up adding up. All right, so Flames with the basketball, see who's able to break free. And they are indeed able to get it up high. Cyphers, Butler, and now Stiegel for the 3. That one's too strong, but Schleusener is in position. And looking around for some help. Picked off by Aiden. Aiden Perkins off the bench. Little floater doesn't go, out of bounds, and back the other direction.
Yeah, good anticipation there by Aiden Perkins. Just unable to convert. You know, he was kind of forced as, you know, Mansfield Christian retreated there, had to kind of float it from about the volleyball line there. Just kind of a tough shot. You know, fortunate for Mansfield Christian after another turnover to not give up any points there defensively.
Get a three on the other side. Cyphers doesn't go, and there's Perkins and working it. And we get a tie-up. And how about that? Yes, that works out for Mansfield Christian. Keeping the hustle up. That's what they got to do. They know, especially in this environment. So Butler to Morrow off the double. Nicholas Parks, he just checked into the game on defense there for the Tigers.
Looks like Seneca East has kind of shifted to a 2-3 zone after the baseline out of bounds. Mansfield Christian really needs to emphasize here, kind of getting the ball to the short corner to get the defense to collapse and kind of sink in, play a little bit of inside out.
Absolutely. So here we go. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Mansfield Christian trying to work through the offense. Good defense we're seeing. Seneca East, that shot does not go down low. And out with the rebound is Jaron Depanet, the freshman who's named to the second team in 10. Pull up on the free throw line. Doesn't go. And Schleusener out with it for the Flames.
Good looking jumper there though, and Depanet's got his hands on a couple defensive, I don't want to say blocks if you will, but definitely altered some shots defensively already. So kind of like his game already as a freshman.
And Schleusener underneath. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, they're starting to pick things up a bit in the physicality department, and yeah, it's going to keep getting intense, but yeah, got to keep your calm out there, keep your nerve. Here we go at the line. Schleusener, the first one does not go for Josiah. Keegan Bowes on for Seneca East to replace Landon Hicks. Yeah, we also see Bryson Weinmiller on for the Flames. Whoa, 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 whoa. Movement nullifies the attempt.
Yeah, Hudson Stiegel just a little anxious there to attack the offensive glass. But something to note, you know, that would have been Mansfield Christian's 6th attempt at the free throw line, and all 3 of the times that they've been put at the line were as a result of offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
So again, something that Seneca East is going to have to get figured out.
Mason on the fake, goes here, Perkins, 3 off the side. Oh, and then Schleusener unable to hold on to the rebound, but then his teammate was out of bounds right there, unfortunately for the Flames.
Mason taking the ball out here. Be mindful of something kind of coming back towards him.
And bounds up high.
Mansfield Christian went to a zone out of baseline out of bounds defense here.
Mason through traffic to Depanet. Had another whistle. Yeah, that's looking like attack mode to me.
No, and he definitely is. And here's the thing. You can see why he's averaging almost 7 assists a game.
Yeah.
Because when he looks to drive it, I mean, his eyes are up the whole time. And Mansfield Christian's, their entire defense is focused on where he is and what he's doing with the ball. But as help side kind of slid over, easy dump-off pass to, you know, a cutting Depanet. And then, you know, force a bad rotation and puts him at the free throw line.
Depanet trying to complete the pair, and he does. And we get a timeout. And was it Mansfield Christian who called that one? Or?
I was just going to ask you the same thing. Not sure, but
okay.
So something I would look at here is, you know, Coach Langhurst is kind of getting at his guys a little bit, and you can hear him just say, you know, box out. He's not thrilled with his effort on the defensive end. Right now, they're okay offensively. You know what I mean? I think things are kind of humming on that end, but defensively, way too many offensive rebounds for a tournament-type game. I would be, you know, wouldn't be surprised if they switch some sort of defense coming out of this timeout.
Interesting. Okay. Schleusener on the inbound to Butler, working the point. As you noted, the freshman getting the opportunity here. As we get the three on the left side, that's off the mark for Weinmiller, but a long rebound for Butler, and they'll try it again. Trailing it 11-5 on the road at Seneca East.
There you go. I like where the ball's here. Get the ball to your best player.
Yeah.
Kind of in attack mode. You got.
Oh, yeah, almost stole it.
Yeah, the high post here is definitely where you want to get the ball. High post to the short corner. Those threes that are in the corner, those are going to be there all day. Show some. There you go. Good pass fake.
There's a Stiegel, yeah. Well, they are keeping the ball off the floor, so passing around. Weinmiller, that one doesn't go. Underneath, Stiegel. Oh, okay.
Listen, and despite the miss and despite kind of the same shot, I like that possession a lot more from Mansfield Christian. I thought they showed a lot more patience. You know, obviously the possession is still going on, but I like the ball reversal. I like the ball movement.
All right, so Schleusener, let's see. He pulls it back. And we get a shot from the left corner. That three. That one doesn't go for Cyphers. And out of bounds. Well, got to get those shots up there. And yeah, look like we're getting some more replacements as Blaine Morrow's back onto the floor. He does replace Landon Cyphers. One senior in for another in that situation. Yeah, Landon Hicks, he's also back onto the floor for Seneca East. Looks like Bloom will come in on the next trip. Bowes with it left side. Back up to Hicks. Gets Weinmiller. Help defense comes here from Schleusener, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, it didn't look like that was a design trap, but a heads-up play by, Josiah there to kind of turn the back. Felt like there was an opportunity to go trap and almost had a turnover, which would have resulted in an easy two the other way. Unfortunately, just kind of missed, grabbed the arm, and results in a dead ball foul here. So,
well, Bloom indeed, he is back on. He just impounded the ball to Mason. He plays with such control out there. Stepping that into the body, finds the cutter. Mason, ooh, off the left hand, doesn't go. See if the follow, but he's surrounded and able to get it out to Depanet. Ooh, in a little bit of trouble. Hicks falls down but gets out to Mason. That's a good shot. What a play for the Tigers. Luke Mason lead the way with 8 points. But it does look like we have an injury, unfortunately. Teo Butler is on the floor.
There was bodies all over the floor. It was kind of hot potato, and Luke Mason literally just picked it up and shot it as if the shot clock was about to expire. Just kind of got it and shot it. And
that was a very brief injury timeout as we're back to live play, so that's good. Butler's fine, and he's got the ball. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. He drives it and it's cut off right there by Depanet. Trying to challenge everybody, and he just goes out of bounds, yeah,
just a little bit too much dribbling there by Teo Butler. Again, against the zone, you got to get it to move side to side, and, that one looked like a 1-3-1, so I don't know if Seneca East is kind of mixing it up, or they're 2-3 and they're 1-3-1 are kind of morphing together, but it seems to be giving Mansfield Christian some issues right now with that's already their 5th turnover of the quarter.
Yeah, that's effective for the Tigers then. If they're going to confuse them with those changing looks. Hicks down low, Bloom, extra pass, and the shot for Logan Collins doesn't go, but there's a follow underneath. Oh, my goodness. Now some struggles trying to get the ball into the basket other than when Mason shoots it, but it's back for Mansfield Christian. Cyphers to Morrow. Oh, nice ball fake. Well, that one comes off as Depanet is able to come up with that rebound. Oh, and a whistle with 2.9 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's one you definitely don't want to see as you're 75, 80 feet from the basket. You foul, arguably the best player on the floor with the new rule change. I mean, I would say new. It took place last year. Luke Mason now goes to the free throw line, and that's the last thing you want to do is give him even more confidence. He's already got 2 threes, but now you stand here unguarded, and he's probably shot Lord knows how many free throws in his life.
Yeah, he's made more free throws than any other player in the N10 this season. And
so kind of an unfortunate circumstance there to foul him in the backcourt as he's going to make the second there.
So he's in double figures with 10. Oh my goodness, and just a travel with 1.5 seconds left.
And again, listen, that's a heady senior play by Luke Mason, kind of right where his pivot would be. 1.5 seconds go.
Yeah, they could get a shot. And here it is. Oh, but it doesn't go for Blue. Well, that will do it for the first quarter of play. It's all Tigers at home, 16-5 over the Flames. Back for the second quarter of high school tournament basketball on the OH Report.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
High school basketball, second quarter time here at Seneca East. We're playing for a sectional championship. Home team up 16-5 with the basketball. Collins back to Mason. Scored 10 points in that first quarter to lead everybody.
Yeah, and you see Mansfield Christian comes out here in the second quarter, switching defenses to a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 zone, whatever you kind of want to call it, just to see if they can get something going to slow Seneca East down a little bit, but offensive rebound.
That got it done there indeed. Jaron Depanet, he's got 4 points. It's 18-5. Seneca East, that one deflected. Morrow to inbound, and yeah, they don't want to really lose any more potential contact here, because the score is starting to get skewed one way. As that Cyphers 3 does not go.
Right now, Mansfield Christian 0 from the three-point line. I don't have a total stat collected here, but it's got to be 0 for 8, 0 for 9. Just haven't been able to get anything from distance.
Yeah, but that one does bounce through for Cyphers.
Right, right as I say it. So maybe that'll kind of take the lid off the basket, give them some confidence, at least
something going.
Give you some breathing room, and maybe insert some energy into your defense here.
Mason put off by the double team, help from Morrow. Luke, I think he's trying to pass that one, but he still finds a way to get it to a teammate. Magical right there, and the score by Depanet.
Yeah, great awareness there from Luke Mason.
Stiegel straightaway 3, doesn't go. Cyphers with the offensive rebound. I think he had to get rid of it because he was falling down, or it was going to be a travel. Unfortunately for them, Tigers going the other direction, but the Flames come out with it with Stiegel. And then the Tigers getting the ball back inside. And Bloom got it. Actually, Collins, I beg your pardon, Collins hit the 3. All right, well, Logan Collins, he's fired up right there for the Tigers.
No, huge answer there for Seneca East. Here's the thing that I like, and I've heard a lot of things about Jaron Depanet. I have not seen him play, but as a freshman, listen, he does a lot of things well. I coached against his sister. She was crazy athletic, and you can see the same genes in him, right? He's got good bounce. He gets off the floor really well. He's got good hands. He moves. And playing alongside a veteran guard with Luke Mason, that's kind of making his game a little bit easier. But I really like what he's doing for Seneca East, and he was the recipient of the offensive rebound there.
Yeah.
A kick out to Bloom, and then the best time to shoot a three is against an offensive rebound. Knock that in, lead balloons to 15, and if you're Mansfield Christian, you got to get a bucket or two. A bucket and a stop, preferably, to string together a little bit of run here. Otherwise, this is you're in dangerous territory now.
All right, so here we go for the Flames. Schleusener off the glass, a little too strong. And then a bump from behind, yeah. That appeared to be the right call.
Yeah, and Mansfield Christian's just getting a little bit frustrated. That's twice now that they've fouled in the backcourt, just simply out of frustration.
Joshua Hillman, yeah.
And I love the effort here. Now you're going to extend it into a full court just to try to generate maybe a turnover and get an easy basket so you don't got to play offense against the zone in the half court.
That one swiped there by Morrow. Can they save it on the sideline? No. Does stay with the Tigers.
It's unfortunate there as you force a turnover and you give it right back.
Yeah, the effort was clearly there, but Cypher's just not able to stay in bounds. Oh, we get a three. Ooh, there's Bloom. He hits it. Oh. So that's the first score of this game for Brady Bloom. 26-8, Seneca East. Yep, and a steal. Here we go. Bloom's got it again. Pushing it ahead. Mason ducks through. Ooh, doesn't go. Bloom, extra pass. Hicks. Oh, that one's off the mark. A little tiptoe action, but not tiptoeing enough. Back to the Flames. He tried it. You see on our Sutton Bank replay. Definitely give him credit for that. All right, Teo Butler into the front court. Flames could use something here. Up to Stiegel. And Perkins, yeah, he provides so much energy and talent off the bench, and he typically gets a lot of playing time as you see him playing defense there for the Tigers. Cyphers.
Seneca East really extends that zone, and they provide pressure on the ball handlers all the way out to the 10-foot line and just really making things difficult. I think Coach Craner is kind of telling his squad here, we got to have some cutters. I think they're supposed to be flashing to the high post, and right now it's kind of being vacated, but Mansfield Christian's got to have somebody kind of occupying that high post.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get the defense to squeeze in a little bit, almost a near steal there.
Cypher's getting it down low. Morrow, oh, that one blocked from behind by Depanet. Oh, and then we get a whistle and a foul.
Good take there by Morrow. Good extra effort to kind of stay with it. He's made a couple nice plays on defense. He's trying to will his team kind of back into this game. An 18-point lead.
Yeah.
Now for Seneca East, you're going to have to string together, again, multiple stops, but you got to be able to chip it away at it. There's no 18-point shot in basketball. And
exactly.
Get one at a time, so.
Morrow, he's able to get that first free throw. That's good. Depanet takes the break. Hicks is back on for Coach Langhurst at Seneca East.
I like Seneca East's depth, too. They've already played 8 kids, and they got a handful of kids that are over the 6-foot mark, and I like, the length, and I like what they're doing by throwing in a lot of bodies, keeping people fresh. Obviously, Luke Mason stays, but kind of rotate those other 4 spots.
Perkins on the runner baseline, no. And a rebound, Schleusener for Mansfield Christian. Butler off a little hesitation, then brings it up to Cyphers.
Right there's Morrow at the high post. That's what you want to get it.
Right.
There you go.
There it is. Yes, you called it, Coach. And now he takes that three.
So you get some good. That's what you need to operate from.
And they give it a try here. That side doesn't go. Schleusener, and out with it. Mason for the Tigers, trying to add to that 26-10 lead. Oh, what a gorgeous reversal right there. What? Oh, my goodness.
Keegan Bowes, unbelievable demonstration of athleticism there.
Wow, how about that? 28-10. Morrow hits three. That one's in and out. And a nice high rebound for Hicks. Hesitation all the way. Mason doesn't go. Whittle trying again here. And it is the Flames out with it in ciphers. A little more than 2.5 remaining until halftime. Cross court, okay. Cyphers drills it. Well done for Landon Cyphers. Hits the three.
Good looking stroke there by Landon Cypher. Definitely needed that one.
Yes, they did. 28-13 is the count. Parks up high to Mason. Yeah, his teammates definitely trust him to be at control with it up high and to make those decisions. Parks on the fake. Back up Mason. Yeah, that's a good setup. You saw that one coming. He's open. He knocked it down. 13 points for Luke.
Yeah, you got to know where he's at. But, listen, that was set up nicely. A good drive. You got the defense to collapse, and you found a little gap in the zone. And that's almost a walk-in three for Luke Mason is essentially a layup for anybody else. So
there's that setup to Mason hitting that three. Absolutely. Blaine Morrow getting the break. And Bryson Weimiller back on for the Flames. Trailing at 31-13 with 1:42 remaining until halftime. To Butler. So Schleusener, he knows he's got to get going. He's next to one-on-one player. There's so much help defense on him. Three comes off. Hicks is there for the rebound for the Tigers. Out to Perkins.
Stiegel had the same look from the same spot. Almost hit two in a row. Would have been huge.
Oh, good pass there from Bloom inside to Hicks for two. Oh, they're connecting with each other. 33-13. Hicks is up to 6 points.
Yeah, good physical move there by Hicks. I think that's kind of been the theme of this game so far. Seneca East just appears to be a little bit more physical than what Mansfield Christian wants to play. They are 100% the aggressor thus far.
And there's more aggression from Luke Mason. My goodness, he's all over the place. He's got 15, 35-13.
Yeah, he's really tough. He can kind of do a lot of things because of his ability to handle the ball.
And Perkins on the steal, one-on-one. Does he know the defenders behind him? And the defense there. The foul.
And Luke Mason was the one who kind of got his paw on it there.
Yeah.
Aiden Perkins picked it up and driving coast to coast is going to work his way to the free throw line here.
Right, Aiden Perkins, yeah, he's been really important for this Seneca East squad.
Listen, again, and with Seneca East physicality, at least what they're showing so far in this half, it's not a surprise that they were to kind of battle Colonel Crawford for 3 quarters.
Yeah,
they
did, you're right.
I love the zone that they're playing with their length, just being super active and, causing deflections, causing, maybe shots out of your normal routine of your offense. Seneca East looks really good so far through almost 2 quarters.
Oh, almost lost it right there, but able to hold on to it is Martinez. Oh, then his pass picked off. Oh. Here come the Tigers again. Oh, and then he loses it from behind. Schleusener ahead. Cyphers awaits and then puts it in. Good play. He's got 9 points, so he's done his job for the Flames, offensively at least, as we go the other direction. And an easy layup for 2 for Collins. And that indeed does bring us to halftime. And my goodness, what a performance for the home team, the Seneca East Tigers. Well, we will give you our halftime show, some halftime stats for you, and then get you ready for the second half as well, and what awaits the winner of this one. That is 39-15, Seneca East over Mansfield Christian for high school basketball on the OH Report and the NFHS Network.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
At Mansfield Christian School, we believe that every child's journey matters. From their very first days of discovery to defining their future with purpose, our daycare program offers loving, Christ-centered care for children ages 18 to 36 months, nurturing confidence, curiosity, and kindness as they grow. Connected to licensed educators and with access to MCS resources, this is the only truly private daycare in Richland County, designed for families that are aligned with our mission. For families seeking flexibility and partnership in education, our independent studies program blends home-based learning with academic support from experienced mentors, fully enrolled students, fully supported. And our Career Academy program opens doors for juniors and seniors to explore real-world careers through internships, mentorships, and vocational guidance grounded in faith and calling. We also believe Christian education should be accessible. Using the EdChoice Scholarship Program, qualifying families can receive significant tuition support, making a private faith-based education more affordable by potentially covering tuition through graduation. At Mansfield Christian School, we're more than a school. We're a community that equips students to learn, lead, and live boldly for Christ. Visit us today and begin your family's journey.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
While we have this opportunity, we definitely want to thank all of our sponsors. Whitaker Myers, locally owned financial planner that boasts the endorsement of national money expert Dave Ramsey and the team at Ramsey Solutions. We have Koorsen Fire and Security. If you mention OH Report, you can receive 10% off your fire and security services. Koorsen Fire and Security. We also have Spherion, staffing and recruiting. Go to MidOhioJobs.net. Spherion Mid-Ohio, proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each and every practice and game. So let's get to work. We have Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Sutton Bank. Central Star Home Health. When you wish upon a star, care will come to where you are. And Mansfield Christian School. Experience the embrace of a learning community that cherishes your child's growth in spiritual and academic development at Mansfield Christian School. We'll be back with stats. High school basketball on the OH Report.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
It is our Koorsen Fire and Security halftime show, and the home Seneca East Tigers leading at 39-15 on the Mansfield Christian Flames. And yeah, just excellent work that we have seen here from the Tigers. And as we take a look at some of our stats from the first half, and obviously, yeah, just more scoring from Seneca East, 7 twos compared to 2 twos for Mansfield Christian. The 5 threes for Seneca East. Rebound edge 9-5 in favor of the Tigers. Turnovers, yeah, Mansfield Christian with 8, Seneca East with 4. Fouls are close. Free throws 7 of 8 for Seneca East, 4 of 8 for Mansfield Christian.
Yeah, listen, kind of looking at the stats as you compare them side by side, it's been all Seneca East so far through 16 minutes, and they've been the aggressor. They've been more physical. I felt like they kind of came out with more energy, and as a result, they're holding on to a 24-point halftime lead. So, obviously the message, at halftime from Coach Craner to his squad is, listen, we gotta do something to, we gotta string together a good series of stops here in a row, and we gotta be able to force some turnovers to get some easy baskets in transition. So I would expect the intensity level to be drastically higher for Mansfield Christian as we enter this third quarter, because you got to get something going, because you're kind of looking down the barrel right now of your season, just being 16 minutes away from being over.
That's the thing, yes. So, yeah, you feel that urgency, and so you just got to go after it. Yes, with everything, you just go for broke, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. Also, just, the decisions that Coach Craner makes as far as who's going to be out there, who's going to play, who's he trusts to get those big minutes.
No, absolutely. And here's the thing: it's a tough task because, how much looser Seneca East has the ability to play being up 24.
Yeah,
and when
that's true.
All the pressure is definitely on Mansfield Christian. You're going to play a little bit tight, and then you have the luxury to be able to fall back and be like, hey, at the end of the day, we got number 3. We got Luke Mason on our team that can literally be a one-man press break. So, Coach Langhurst, in that message for Seneca East is, listen, do what you did in the first half. Continue to have that emphasis and, be the aggressor and play in attack mode at nonstop. And, let's balloon this thing to a running clock. I think that's the message there from Coach Langhurst as we enter the third quarter.
All right, so the lead ball deflected out of bounds, 39-15, Seneca East with the lead. And, Luke Mason, he is on his own tied the total tally for the Flames, as Luke does have 15 points himself for the Tigers.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. And Seneca East choosing to stay in the zone, and why would you not? You've had so much success. You've kind of baited Mansfield Christian into taking a ton of threes, which they've only been able to convert 2 of them. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Butler on the pull, misfires underneath, and, well, who wants that rebound? Schleusener does. And I think he is looking over at Coach Craner, getting some additional instruction, and see how they attack it here. Morrow inside.
A little off-balance take there.
Collins able to get to that rebound to Mason. Ooh, nice lasso pass inside. The Depanet for 2. 8 points for Jaron Depanet.
Yet again, his length and, he's got good hands, ability to finish around the rim. Good answer there from Mansfield Christian. And again, here's where you got to go. You got to be able to ramp things up on the defensive end and force some turnovers.
Josiah Schleusener able to get that shot. As Hicks with it up high for the Tigers. No hesitation right there for Bloom. It goes to the mid-post. Depanet between 2. Falls, tries to save it. And it winds up with Morrow and the Flames. So every opportunity in which they can stop Seneca East and get points the other direction, really important.
Yeah, good possession there by Mansfield Christian. Now you got to work fast here on offense. Take good shots, right? Good ball movement.
Cyphers.
Again, find that dead spot at the free throw zone. That's where you got to work from. There you go.
Yeah, dumps it down low here. Schleusener. Yeah. Good play right there for Josiah. So he's got a couple of hoops here in this third quarter.
Good possession there and a good dive there by Josiah. I can't say his last name, so I'm going to keep going with the first name.
Understood, yes.
But the high post, and then you had the ability to dive right in front of the cutter in that zone from Seneca East, results in an easy 2. Now you get a defensive stop. Here's a run out.
The drive and the whistle and the foul.
Good take there by Stiegel. I like that. Didn't settle for the 3, shot fake. Seneca East is scrambling in defensive transition defense. Got yourself to the free throw line. A chance to take 2 more off it. And here's the thing, the clock's not running. So good heads-up play there by Stiegel.
No question about it. Hudson Stiegel, senior player. He knows that he's got to be one to step up as well. Ooh, but the first free throw does not go. And we're getting Joshua Hillman onto the floor for the Flames to replace Landon Cyphers. Second free throw. Ooh, every single point is so important. Especially trailing on the road. Oh, and it does not go. But they get off as a rebound. And Schleusener, no. Ooh, but the out of bounds Hicks, so he's not able to claim that one. Yep.
Yeah, Landon Hicks just kind of wrong place, wrong time. I mean, he did the right thing. He's like, hey, coach, I got it. But unfortunately hadn't declared himself in bounds yet. But, hey, listen, the first 2.5 minutes, though, I like the energy from Mansfield Christian. Looks like the halftime message was delivered and received. So a good 2.5 minutes to start this third quarter.
Right on. Well, we do see the timeout was called by Seneca East that time. So there we go.
Good timeout there by Coach Langhurst. Addressing that, Mansfield Christian has come out, settled the troops here a little bit.
All right, so we're back to live play. 41-19. Trailing is Mansfield Christian. Out there is Aiden Johnson. That's a go for three. Doesn't go through. Fight for the rebound off the bounce. Out of bounds.
Josh Hillman off the bench. You know, listen, making hustle plays, extending possession.
Take another look at that. Yep. Good work right there for Hillman. Cypher's on the inbound. Schleusener. And finds an opening for two. Josiah. His game has awakened here in the third. 8 points here in his third quarter. Still down big, down 20 here. Aiden Perkins back off the bench. High Bloom, three. Oh, it rattles in. Freddie Bloom. Oh, 44-21 Tigers.
That's a good shot there by Bloom.
Cypher's on the ball fake. Takes it in and out of bounds. Yeah. I'll take another look at that Bloom three. Yep.
Yeah, great skip pass out of the corner there to a wide open Brady Bloom. That's his third one of the day so far.
Yeah, good work, exactly. Passes out of it that time. Perkins, his triple try. That's off the lid, and then the follow. That goes through for two. Logan Collins. So Collins with 7 for the Tigers. 46-21. Hillman, right side, Cyphers between two. Johnson, the fake. Oh, he let it go previously. That time decided not to shoot it. Underneath, Butler. They'll just follow him around. Out, oh yeah, so setting it up side. Schleusener, no. And the rebound underneath. For Logan Collins,
Yeah, really good aggressive rebound, strong rebound there by Logan Collins. Good possession there from Seneca East defensively there.
Oh, yes, it's Mason. Bloom, nope. Perkins, yeah, it's three for Aiden Perkins. 49-21. He's got 5. All these Tigers getting involved in the offense.
Yeah, listen, good shot there by Perkins. He had missed one on the possession before, but just barely. Loved the confidence to go right back to it and was able to connect on that again.
Oh, wow, yes, Collins, the effort, you're right. Oh, my goodness. Mason Nolan, we get a foul on the floor.
Yeah, great rebound there by Logan Collins again. And to have the awareness that you're falling out of bounds to make the outlet pass to your point guard. You know, Seneca East has kind of withstood that run that Mansfield Christian had to kind of start the third quarter, and now the lead has kind of ballooned to 28. And if you're Coach Langhurst, you're just trying to get to 35. You're trying to get to that running clock.
Yeah.
So keep your foot on the gas here.
Perkins to Nicholas Parks. Back off the bench for the Tigers.
And they've kind of switched to a little bit of a box and one against Luke Mason, which, you know, to be honest, he hasn't really hurt you so far this half. Gets a foul away from the basket here. I didn't see what was going on. I think he's a little frustrated with the face guarding, but.
See what if we could see. Oh, yeah, maybe just a slight grab and pull down by Luke. Alrighty. So back for Mansfield Christian. Trailing at 49-21 on the road as they're playing for a sectional title tonight. They're on the drive it to the body. And yeah, they do call the foul.
Good take there by Tate Butler, and I've been meaning to say this the last couple of possessions. I really like his game for a freshman. He plays with a lot of composure. You can see why Coach Craner had him started on Luke Mason to start the game. He definitely plays well beyond his years. So
yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, good start to his career, that's for sure.
No, absolutely, and you know he does. You know he hasn't shown many jitters here in his first tournament game, but you know definitely a bright spot for Mansfield Christian. And again, you're going to have him for 3 more years. So I really like what Tate Butler has done thus far as he makes both free throws there.
49-23. Parks. And a foul again.
J.R. Reeder right now is kind of forced with the task of face guard Mason, but again, he hasn't done anything this quarter. He's had 15 at the half. He's got 15 here. It's kind of been the other guys. It's been Bloom. It's been, Perkins, Collins on the defensive end is rebounding. It's definitely been by committee, for Seneca East.
And Parks with a try. Wow! Knocks it down for 3. As you hear the crowd erupt, Nicholas Parks, very popular here. 3 on the left side. That one doesn't go, and there's Parks with a rebound. Long pass ahead. Ooh, but that one gets picked off by Cyphers. Yeah, if that was on the football field, that would have been right on the money for the starting quarterback, Nicholas Parks. Inside, and the layup goes for Schleusener.
Yeah, listen, he's got a little wiggle to his game. He's a nice player. Here's the thing, too. I want to go back to Luke Mason. Although he turned it over there, he's always got his eyes up. He kind of reminds me of, Elliot Cadeau a little bit from Michigan, to where he's a high-risk, high-reward type player. I mean, he got that one-handed pass and threw it the length of the floor and, had a threaded the needle. It would have been on SportsCenter, but I like that, he's looking to get his teammates involved. He's kind of looking to push the envelope, but, he's a high-risk type player. I like that out of my point guard.
Absolutely. This free throw is able to go through right there for Teo Butler. Got the pair. 52-27. Heading toward the final minute here in the third quarter.
And Jaron Depinette's kind of sat the last 4 minutes here for Seneca East. I don't know if he's hurt or maybe he's in foul trouble. I haven't been keeping track of fouls, but again, Seneca East is doing this with a little bit of everybody. And an easy 2 there as a miscommunication out of the trap.
54-27. Inside Hillman, can't get it. And out with it is Bloom, finds Mason. As you noted, his head is always up as he surveys. Sends it to Perkins. Down low, Parks for the reversal. Doesn't go, but there is the follow on the other side. All Tigers. 56-27, 5 seconds remaining in the third. Stiegel, no good there, and that should do it for 3. It does. All Seneca East, 56-27, a quarter away from a sectional championship. Bar the Tigers on the OH Report.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
Well, it is fourth quarter time, and last chance here for the Flames, trailing at 56-27 to the Tigers. The home Seneca East team looking to finish it off as Perkins. His triple off the mark. Follow does not go.
Listen, I give Mansfield Christian credit here. They're still trying to make something work here. Come out and show a 1-3-1 zone to start the quarter.
Yeah.
They're trying to find something to slow Seneca East down. And
Schleusener. Can they get it to somebody who'll shoot the ball? Butler. And it's a travel. Yeah.
Seneca East pressure is just, it just is. It's just been one of those nights for Mansfield Christian, and Seneca East pressure and their active hands have just disrupted a lot of things, caused a lot of deflections, some quick shots, and just frankly just frustrated Mansfield Christian from the get-go.
There goes Seneca East. And there's up and down. That doesn't go, but the follow is good for Collins.
I like that little set there, though, from Seneca East against the zone. Got a great look for Deponette. Just didn't convert, but, again, backside offensive rebound. Easy putback.
Jordan Ginn out there. Out of bounds. And looks like we are getting Denver Elliott onto the floor for Mansfield Christian. Yep. He replaces Hudson Stiegel. Blaine Morrow. Going to stay with their offense. Side high off the glass. That one no good for Elliott.
Good take there by Elliott, though. A little high off the glass. Just missed.
Morrow, that pops in and out.
I feel like that's been Blaine Morrow's entire night, man. I feel for him. He's missed so many shots that have essentially been all the way down and out, and just hasn't been able to catch a break.
Wow. Leaking out Collins, and the foul. And of course, Mason, those long passes finding his teammates.
Yeah, a good diagonal pass. Listen, that's the thing that is unfortunate for Mansfield Christian. You're down 24 at the half, and you got to go to some sort of pressure to be able to kind of, get more possessions and, force turnovers. But Luke Mason's so hard to press, man. When you got a guard like that, it just makes it really difficult, because if you're sending two at him, or you're just subject to so many things on the back end, to where Seneca East has kind of shot a lot of layups, just because of his ability to see the floor and throw ahead diagonal passes.
See if Logan Collins can get the split. He does. 59-27, so Collins, he is in double figures with 10, and Mansfield Christian calls for the timeout with Coach Crater. Yep, so it does indeed appear that Seneca East is going to advance to the district tournament on March 4th. They'll play at Willard. The opponent will be either New London or Ashland Crestview. That game going on now. Travis Berardi and Caden Schmidt are on the call, working that game.
Little Firelands Conference matchup in the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you'll have N10 winner. Well, not N10 winner. N10 winner of tonight's game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Versus another Firelands Conference opponent. The Seneca East is at 32. They're 3 points away from a running clock, and you would think, once the running clock is hit, Luke Mason's night's probably over. As well as a couple other starters, just because, you never know. You don't want something crazy to happen, and you just want everybody to be healthy and fresh in the postseason.
That's the thing, you don't want to mess around with it. Yes, it is his final home game here, but
we had that happen a couple times, and I had girls that were mad that we would take them out and sit them early because they want to play. It's
right.
Like, listen, I know what you want to do here, but I got to have you healthy for next week. And
exactly.
So, again, likely when this gets to 35.
Ooh. Oh. was a tough foul for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything malicious. Just kind of got tangled up in the wrong way there.
Yeah, and it was high.
Collins bounced. That's twice now that he's kind of really jumped off the floor. Bounced back quick.
He's an energy guy. Yes, he is.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, the defensive rebounds that he's had and, been strong. The likelihood he probably plays wide receiver or maybe outside linebacker on the football team. He's definitely a guy you want on your team. You know what I mean? Do the hustle plays. Maybe a little Anderson Varejao type vibes.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I like that.
This is a name we didn't think we'd hear tonight.
That's right. Yeah. Anderson Varejao, yeah. Yeah, Collins goes to the bench for the Tigers. And 5.5 to go. Yeah, at this point, that's a travel. It is. It sure is. Yeah, at this stage, just trying to finish it out in the right way if you're Mansfield Christian. Just not their night here.
No, and Kirk, there's really no other way to describe it other than just that simple phrase. It just hasn't been their night.
Depanette down low for 2 more, so 61-27. Yeah, they'll try to get that next point, and then that clock will just keep on going.
Jaron Depanette might be the saddest person at the end of this year at the awards banquet when Luke Mason graduates. He's making his job so easy.
Exactly. Well, that one plucked out of there. Oh, and then stolen by Mason. What decision will he make here? Oh. Off his foot.
He's trying to do like a little high pickup there. Just kind of got tangled in between people's feet.
As Darren Depanette, he does come out. His night is probably through. Yeah, tremendous freshman season for him.
Yeah, listen, anytime you're a freshman, you get the opportunity to play in a district tournament.
Yeah. And step through, and it goes for 2. So well done right there for Denver Elliott. His first bucket. As we head toward the 4-minute mark. And those subs out there. Parks. Ooh, goes the other way. Okay.
Oh, they called it. He corrected himself. That's the right call. Good shot fake there, though, by Nick Parks.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, he's a veteran official there. Yeah, Ty Newsom, he's done a lot of games, so he's always about just getting it right. Yeah, Luke Mason appears that he has played for the last time in front of these home fans, and he had plenty of time to put on the show, and now just relax a little bit. And as much as anything, right, don't have any situation where you could get hurt. So they're going to need him. Ooh-wee, and there's a whistle.
Good little take there.
Absolutely.
Found a cutting Matt Drown there off the bounce.
And first free throw does not go for Drown. Getting some additional minutes here tonight. And it was a clear blowout. Oh, that one doesn't go either. And out of bounds. So Bose, he gets the seat. Gunnar Polacek, he is on for the Tigers.
Oh, wow.
And Parks. Look at him go. Nicholas Parks.
Nice little baseline out of bounds there.
Yeah. He's getting it done. Butler. Oh, Parks getting a steal. I think they were trying to claim possession. Take another look. Yeah, Parks, he got his hand in there, just able to quite save it. And just think that Nicholas Parks, right? I mean, he used to, during this time of the year, being on a wrestling mat. Decided to play basketball this year, as he's trying to get to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, obviously he's known mostly as the football star and the quarterback and the leading passer in the N10. But, yeah, he was a state qualifier in wrestling. And,
no way. Good for him.
Yeah.
I would have never known that. Looks like a basketball player.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He's just a tremendous athlete as he goes for another one there. And
well, his dad's the girls' coach, who has a big game tomorrow. So,
yes,
I mean, he's probably been in the gym the majority of his life, so he knows what to do. Easy
no doubt about it. Yeah, the girls' team with George Parks, they'll be playing tomorrow at Gibsonburg. I think St. Mary's is the opponent. As they get the layup down low for two, so Aiden Boehm there. Yeah, still a point away from that running clock. As the ball heads out of bounds. Back to the Tigers. Yeah, maybe they get it this time and just move on to that sectional championship. For the Tigers. Drown. See if one of the youngsters can put the ball into the basket. Up step through. It's good for two. How about that play for Aiden Boehm? And now they got it 67-31.
Listen, that was
So the clock just continues to run now.
a really athletic take there by Aiden Boehm. I just had to look at the roster to see what age he is, and he's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
So, 6 foot, looks long, athletic, looks like he can continue to grow and add a couple inches to his frame.
Absolutely.
So not only is Seneca East, playing next week, but they got some players to look forward to in the future.
Absolutely. That's what's so good about it. That first free throw does not go. As we're heading toward the final minute of the running clock, Blaine Morrow comes out. A disappointing end for Blaine. He's a strong competitor, but tonight it was just that way. Free throw goes through. So for now, Seneca East has that 6-7 score. If they want to just keep it that way for the fun of it, or I imagine the youngsters want to still score, but losing the handle. 25 seconds left. Johnson in and out. Dame is there for the board. Oh yeah, they're thinking more points. Drown. Ooh, yeah. Tough contact right there, yeah. No bad intentions, and I don't know if we're even going to get the free throw up.
I think that's going to
do it. They don't really need it, yeah. It's like, I'm just going to hold on to this ball, and that will do it. The game is over. The Seneca East Tigers win it 67-32 over the Mansfield Christian Flames. So it is the Tigers winning the sectional championship. We'll step away. We'll come back for some post-game talk, and of course we'll get an MVP conversation as well. One of the Tigers. It is high school basketball on the OH Report.
Battle for the district championship tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock in Gibsonburg.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
At Mansfield Christian School, we believe that every child's journey matters. From their very first days of discovery to defining their future with purpose, our daycare program offers loving, Christ-centered care for children ages 18 to 36 months, nurturing confidence, curiosity, and kindness as they grow. Connected to licensed educators and with access to MCS resources, this is the only truly private daycare in Richland County, designed for families that are aligned with our mission. For families seeking flexibility and partnership in education, our independent studies program blends home-based learning with academic support from experienced mentors, fully enrolled students, fully supported. And our Career Academy program opens doors for juniors and seniors to explore real-world careers through internships, mentorships, and vocational guidance grounded in faith and calling. We also believe Christian education should be accessible. Using the EdChoice Scholarship Program, qualifying families can receive significant tuition support, making a private faith-based education more affordable by potentially covering tuition through graduation. At Mansfield Christian School, we're more than a school. We're a community that equips students to learn, lead, and live boldly for Christ. Visit us today and begin your family's journey.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
All right, time for our MVP conversation brought to you by Spherion Mid-Ohio. And we are with Luke Mason after a tremendous game by the Tigers overall, winning it 67-32. And Luke, you're coming up with 15 points in this one. And just some thoughts about your mindset approach going up against Mansfield Christian. And it seemed like the execution worked out really well.
Yeah, we wanted to get on to a quick start. We were just coming in, trying to break the ice, and we caught the light. And we kept going, and from there we just kept pushing, and it got physical sometimes. We kept pushing, and it was a great game. Good execution by the boys out here, and that's about it. We just kept going.
And you definitely see the love from your teammates right there. And obviously they definitely appreciate you, Luke. And just played your final game at home, and it just seems like it goes so fast. We remember when you were a freshman, and of course playing with your brother Isaac in that first year, and how you've just continued to blossom, becoming the #2 all-time scorer for the program. Just some thoughts about playing in front of these fans here in Attica.
Oh yeah, it's amazing to do what we do for this city of Attica. I mean, it's not really a city, it's a village, but it's awesome. And I came in my freshman year. I was hoping to play. I was hoping to start, and I did. And I didn't think these times would go by so fast, and they did. They really did. Everybody told me, oh yeah, they'll go by so fast. I just looked at them and just like, yeah, you're funny. It'll take forever, these won't. I'll have these moments forever. And then when I'm here now, it's crazy to think of. last game here. I won't ever play a game here again in my life. I mean, we'll see if I coach or something maybe. And, it's just great to play in front of these fans and in front of these players. Hopefully the community and program can build from here, and hopefully we can keep reaching, get more banners and stuff, maybe get a district. We're running for that.
Wow.
It'd be awesome.
Well, that's some interesting thoughts you have there, Luke. And yes, particularly the idea of you coaching. We know your dad, Doug Mason, has done lots of coaching, particularly of you, right? Yeah, you're in multiple sports with cross country and basketball. We see him on the sidelines as well. So can you talk a little bit about this year's team? I mean, we know some of the teams you played with before, but this year some changes, including Nicholas Parks. We saw him right there. We know he used to be a wrestler, and now he's back to basketball.
Yeah, he was a great wrestler, and it's amazing having him. He's just a hard worker. He's ready to come. He brings a brain and some sense to the team. We have so many new faces. I mean, I was the only returning starter, and everybody underestimated what we could do. I even underestimated our team, but they came back. We came in the gym every day. We were ready to grind, and it's just been a blessing to have these guys with me, and we're gonna keep fighting.
Yeah, well, the fight is in the district round now, so I don't know what the final score was, New London, Crestview. I don't know if you've heard or not, so it'll be one of those two. So just some thoughts getting ready for that matchup going into the district round.
Yeah, I mean, whoever we play, we got to execute. We got to come out strong just like we did tonight. Hopefully, catch the light, try to put on for the city, and I mean, from there, just keep grinding and hopefully have some fans there to cheer us on, and hopefully we can do it from there.
Right on. Well, before we get out of here, if you wouldn't mind, on the camera, if you could give us some shout-outs, Luke.
I'm going to give us a shout-out to my brother for always being by my side and guiding me through this. And, I just try to be like him sometimes, and my family for being here, and the teammates for just keep grinding and being by my side and helping me score buckets, Thank you.
There it is, our Spherion Mid-Ohio MVP, Luke Mason, 15 points tonight in final home game of his career. Congratulations, Luke.
Thank you. Thank you.
At Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, we believe successful financial planning comes with your complete understanding as a client. That's why our financial advisors are passionate about our core value of having the heart of a teacher. When you have complete and total understanding of your financial picture and your financial future, you have more confidence as a client.
is our Koorsen Fire and Security post-game show. You see the final score, 67-32. Seneca East with the victory over Mansfield Christian. So the Tigers claim the sectional championship. And we take a look at some of the numbers overall. Yeah, obviously the scoring hugely in favor of the Tigers. 16-7 on twos, 8-2 on threes. Out-rebounded Mansfield Christian as well, 17-12. Turnovers, yeah, the Flames, they had 13. Tigers with 8. Fouls, they were relatively close. And we see with the free throw shooting, exactly the same, 8 for 14 for both of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you kind of look at it, and, you know, I sound like a broken record because it's kind of the same thing I said at the half. It was kind of all Seneca East tonight. I mean, the three-point line kind of jumps out at you. I thought they shot it, you know, at a fairly high clip there. You know, Mansfield Christian really struggled behind the arc. And against the zone that Seneca East was playing, I felt like that was definitely the difference. And then the turnover battle, too. You know, I thought Mansfield Christian kind of struggled with Seneca East pressure in the variety or the different types of zones that Seneca East kind of threw at them. And obviously starting a freshman point guard, you'll have that. And then also, you got to give credit to Seneca East. I thought that their, you know, aggressiveness from the get-go, their energy from the start, and kind of played an attack mode on the offensive end, you know, helped kind of build an early lead and kind of deflated Mansfield Christian early on. And basically from halftime on, they kind of coasted. So, you know, I really liked what I saw out of Seneca East tonight. You know, I think that their athleticism and their toughness and their physicality gives them a real chance to win a district title. I really do. And you know, curious to see who comes out of that other game between New London and Ashland Crestview as to who, you know, Seneca East will have to face next week. But really impressed with them. And, you know, Mansfield Christian, we kind of talked about, you know, Tay Butler being a freshman. You know, they got good building blocks to build off of. And, you know, they, you know, go back to the drawing board, you know, have a good summer, you know, work in the driveway, get in the gym in the off season, you know, get in the weight room, you know, to kind of increase their physicality, I think are things that they need to focus on. But listen, man, there's some pieces there. You know, there's some good building blocks. There's a good foundation to continue to build off of. And, you know, they'll be back. And, you know, every loss and, you know, every game, win or lose, is a lesson. And I feel like more oftentimes than not, things are you learn more from the losses. So, you know, they'll be back, and, you know, they had a great year, and, you know, 12 wins is, you know, nothing to hang your head about. So
Exactly.
That's kind of my takes. I'm just rambling there.
No, not at all. That's all good right there. So, yes, we do want to check out right here. Just, you know, recognize, Flames, the season has ended, and it's going to be either New London or Ashland Crestview up next for the Tigers. And, we just talked with Luke Mason, and, he knows work remains. He's excited. He's ready to go. So, it should be, the Tigers are going to be a tough out. They will be a tough out, and they know how to play some good, unselfish basketball. So, we definitely appreciate that. So, before we get out, do want to thank our sponsors, Koorsen Fire and Security, Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Sutton Bank, Spherion Mid-Ohio, and Mansfield Christian Schools. Definitely appreciate each and every one of you to help us bring this game live and free. And it was a fun night for the Seneca East Tigers, that's for sure, and we'll see how far they are able to take it. I also want to thank the OHSAA and the athletic director, Doug Mason, and the staff here at Seneca East for hosting us. For Kane Longwell on camera, Abram Capel on commentary, I'm Kirk Richards wishing you a good night from Attica. 67-32, the Tigers win the sectional and advance past Mansfield Christian.